I had the tragic news that Freedom City became Death City for about 9 young people who were watching fireworks and were stampeded to death because of overcrowding. A lot of us were just reeling from the problem of highway accidents and families that had lost loved ones, and then another tragedy just struck. And in the midst of this, it almost seems inevitable that people will die. But I've been reflecting on this issue. It is unnecessary to die. And I want to give some of my thoughts on what caused the death of these children. And the answer may surprise you. Number one, the cause of death is not the DJ. It's not the organizers. To me, the cause is much bigger. It is the people who turned all the children's spaces into petrol stations, into malls, into gas stations, into others, so that we don't have a children's parks. That's what happened. There's no place to to ride their bicycle. So if you ask me what is the bottom of this, it's the fact that we have the youngest generation, the youngest population demographically in the world, but we have not prepared for them. All that we have done is we've taken every spot that was planned originally to be a children's library, a children's park, a children's recreation center, and we've turned them into restaurants. We've turned them into gas petrol stations. We've turned them into malls, Acacia, and this cafe, and that petrol station, and this. So there's no places for young people to go. Do you see what they do on Christmas time? They're riding escalators in the malls. Okay, they are riding escalators. If you go to Acacia Mall, the young kids are over there. They're looking for fun. They're going in Freedom in Garden City. They're riding the escalators because there's no place for them to go. So if you ask me, who caused the death of the young people? You may say the mothers who took the children at night. Yeah, that's a real problem. You shouldn't be taking kids out. But you know what's more important is we need to have a place for families. What happened to a kids park? It became Centenary Park over there on Ginger Road. It's a party place, restaurants. And I mean, golf course is there. People have been playing their golf. We have golf course in Entebbe for the grown-up, elites. There is a golf course on Ginger Road. It's over there. It's grown. But what do we have for young people? Nothing. And to my horror, I keep seeing new concerts, a kids concert, family concert. And when I see what a family concert, they're not family concerts. These are not family concerts. These are grown-up concerts. If you see the kind of stuff that they are doing, these nightclub activities. So we have not planned. And what we need to do, we need to set up a special infrastructure development, both private and public, to put up sports villages, to put up sports centers, to put up places for young people to play. Then we can have the best out of our children. Otherwise, kids are dying. Our children are dying in a stampede in the midst of a concert to go between the DJ who's drunk. What do you expect at midnight? Telling, okay, let's go to see the fireworks. Guess what? You can't move 10,000 people from one location to go outside to go look at fireworks within a period of about 5 minutes. That's just a recipe for disaster. A DJ is automatically drunk. Okay? He's drunk. He doesn't know what he's doing. All he can do is to play music. So we need to create spaces for young people. We have not planned. And I'm sure other people are going to talk. The police is going to talk. Police permission. Sujui what? People are going to say investigation, cases, idle and disorderly. And the case will go away. But it will happen again and again. And there's psychological abuse of these little children. We're taking them into these concerts. Okay, the greater Kampala area that includes Wakiso, that includes Mpigi, that includes Ginger Road, that includes Mukono. We contribute large to the economy. I think more than almost 24%. It's in this area, but we have not planned for the children. So what I want to put a point at is our mayors, our members of legislators, our government, our business leaders, we need you to invest in children's recreation areas. Listen, for me, even for me as myself, at my home, I'm trying to put up something so we can have kids to play. And why I ended up here was I was in Kansanga, half London, and I tried to look for a place for my kids to play. There was none. Every place was being taken over by petrol station and others. So we ended up moving out of Kampala because there was no place for our children to play. That's why we ended up here. So here I am, I have my bicycle, my kids get the chance to ride and to play, okay? But this should not be. Look at our country, look how green it is. Look at this world. We can't. We have young people, we have a big country. We could be able to put up sports villages. Kenya has a Central Park. What is our Central Park? Constitutional Square. It's constantly going small. Now Supreme Court is over there. What about Botanical Gardens? Botanical Gardens is going to go small. They're chopping it up for this. It's going to end up like Centenary Park. But we cannot have young children and not plan for them. It's just wrong. That's just wrong. That's why they end up in concerts at midnight. That's why they end up in a stampede. That's why you end up in that. That's what's happened. We need kids parks so that we can take children to play. That's what I think. And that's what I think we need to do in 2023, going to 2020, 2030, Executive Director KCCA. We need to build strategic partnerships with people out so that we can have sports villages. People can come and play. Young people can play. Kids have to play. I don't know what else to say, but that's all I gotta say. I know many people are going to talk, but at least you hear my part of it. We need to invest in our young people. We need to invest in sports. We need to invest in recreation. We need to invest in children's parks. We need to invest in places where our young people can actually go for recreation and not alcohol party after party concerts. That's all I got to say.